Hi Gloucester students, here I am with another video about simplifying. This time we're going to simplify, that means make it shorter, but we'll also need to multiply as we are simplifying. So we'll try a few examples like that. So here is my example, and you're wondering maybe, you said there would be multiplication, Ms. Thangraj, and I only see adding. I agree, there's an addition sign between the 4x and the 2, but there's also an invisible multiplication sign. So there is an invisible multiplication sign right here. When the 2 is right next to the bracket, it means 2 times whatever is in the bracket. So I want to multiply the 4x times 2, and I want to multiply the 2 times 2. Just imagine, if I have 4x plus 2s, it means I have 4x plus 2 plus another 4x plus 2. And if I simplify that, 4x plus 4x gives me 8x. 2 plus 2 gives me 4. And there's Mr. Fernandez. Hi, Mr. Fernandez.
Hi.
You can come in. Okay, so instead of adding the 4x plus 2 twice, what I can instead do is multiply my 4x by 2 and multiply my 2 by 2. So that will give me 8x plus 4. So when you see a number and then a bracket, it means we're multiplying what's in the bracket. Okay, so sometimes in front of the bracket, I don't just have a 2, I don't just have a number, I have a number and a letter, which means that I want to multiply everything inside the bracket by that number and that letter. By that number and that letter, and by this number and the letter. Okay, so I want to remind you, you might have forgotten, that when we have 4x squared, it means 4 times x times x. Here we have 2x, here we have 1, and we want to multiply the 4x times 3x. We want to multiply the 2x times 3x, and we want to multiply the 1 times the 3x. So here when I'm doing that multiplication, I'm going to multiply the numbers. So 3 times 4 gives me 12. And then I have x times x times x. I'm multiplying x times x times x. Here I have 3 times 2 gives me 6. X times x. And here I have 3 times 1. And I only have that 1x that was next to the 3x. So this is good. It's not perfect though. We want to make it a little bit more simple. I can rewrite x times x times x as x cubed. I can rewrite x times x as x squared, and I can just leave this 3x. So that would be the best answer. I just want to remind you, because if you had 4 times 4 times 4, that's the same thing as 4 to the exponent 3. So this x times x times x is just x to the exponent 3.